Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another constructive criticism. This is going to be a very quick one, though. Ordinarily, this would just be a normal recording, but I just don't have the time or the patience or really the care to really edit anything right now, so I figured I'd just do it in a live stream format and do everything really quickly, because I can pretty much discuss everything on the top of my head in one take if I tried hard enough anyway, so that's the gist of it. Well, it's just been revealed that Nintendo has just revealed their plans for the new expansion system for their. Well, fuck, maybe I can't do this in one try. Let me try that again. I'm so freaking gung ho over that, and I can't even do it right. Let me try again. Nintendo just released the information on their expansion to the subscription service for Nintendo Online, and it is even more of a fucking blatant ripoff than I thought it was. Here I am thinking that, it could probably be maybe $10 more a year. No, it's not. We're talking 150% more than what you're already paying for this shit. $50 a year is what they're asking for this new service. And yeah, a lot of you may be saying that they threw in the Animal Crossing DLC as a bonus when you sign up for the subscription. But it's not really a bonus. It's not a bonus. This is just another skeevy marketing ploy that Nintendo's setting up. They're putting the DLC for Animal Crossing New Horizons behind this $30 paywall. Or you can invest that $30 into the new subscription service and get a bunch of other stuff in addition for that $30. In reality, they want you to buy the new subscription service to begin with. They don't give a shit about anything else. They're using this quote-unquote better looking deal to swindle people into thinking they're getting something more when they're really not. And this shit needs to fucking stop. Nintendo, stop treating your customers like they're in fucking elementary school. Not everybody that fucking plays has the IQ the size of a fucking ant. But no, I guess a lot of you over there in corporate really think that your fucking customer base is a bunch of retards, don't you? That they can't think for themselves. Well, no. I know there's a lot of people out there that would probably fall for this sort of thing anyway, and this shit's just fucking pissing me off. Seriously. 150% more money. $50 a year. And I don't know how much dick some of these news articles are writing, but some people are comparing this expansion to be better than Xbox Game Pass. Or on par with it. Are you fucking kidding me? Really? You're comparing that this is better than the online service for PlayStation Plus. Yet with PlayStation Plus, you do get like full-fledged games for free on occasion, and with Nintendo, you get old games that have easily been fucking free to access for the past fucking 20 years. Really, you seriously think that's a fucking good deal? And yes, I'm comparing emulators to that and other things, but we've had Sega games released on previous bundles before. Why is this all of a sudden the superior deal amongst everything else? You realize how many fucking Sonic collections and Sega collections there are? Pretty sure there's one for the PS3 that I probably used to own. In fact, I do remember owning that. This is not the first time we've seen this. It's not an amazing deal. I don't understand how people can be just so fucking stupid and just accept everything. I will read the chat in a moment. Just let me finish my mental script as it is. The other thing that has gotten my attention, and keep in mind, this is a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, but I figured I would discuss this anyway, because if this rumor is to be true, this would explain a lot. Supposedly, there's a leaker that is saying that there is going to be around 300 Pokemon in Legends Arceus, with the remaining 100 being downloadable content. Why the fuck are we discussing paid DLC when the main game isn't even fucking out yet? This is literally going to be the same exact shit as Sword and Shield, where you're taking shit out on purpose and fucking reselling it. So that explains why Legends Arceus would be released so damn early in the year, so that Game Freak pretty much could half finish the game in January, and then the remaining half will be just sold later on as $30 DLC again, probably in November. We're seriously fucking pulling this shit again. This is a rumor, but so take it as you will. So obviously it may not even be true. But like I said, if this were to be true, this explains fucking everything. And like I said, if this shit happens again, Pokemon Company, I'm fucking done. I don't care if I have to change my channel. I will get rid of the Team Latinite name if I fucking have to and stop supporting this franchise, because it seems like no matter what, all you care about is fucking money. You don't care about any of the customers that literally got you up to this point. It just doesn't matter. Well, you'll just freaking buy anything anyway, so yeah, you might as well. And of course there'll be people fucking defending this. There's people that are asking for fucking DLC for Legends Arceus. Why are you asking for more? Why are you asking to pay $90 for a fucking Switched game again? Why? It's bad enough we're getting half-assed games for $60. Why do I have to pay $90 for a fucking full experience? Some people say that Pokemon Sword and Shield was fine on its own. I beg to differ. The DLC made the fucking game. The most exciting part of the entire thing was the DLC. The environments were better. It was better put together. There's obviously way more Pokemon in that you can catch and whatever. There's new modes, the max raid dens or the max raid whatever it's called, the fucking whatever thing with the rental Pokemon where you fight legendaries at the end. I don't remember what it's called and I don't care. But seriously, there was more effort put into the DLC than the main game, and it's fucking blatantly obvious. And knowing from the news that I fucking read that it was 3 months. The DLC was being made 3 months before the fucking main game was even released. It says fucking everything, and it looks to me like Legends Arceus is gonna pull the same fucking shit again. Once again, this is just a rumor. But I don't even know if I can. Honestly, I don't even know if I can make a purchase on day one with Legends Arceus. I need to seriously sit back, do my research, even if I get fucking spoiled the story or anything. I need to know full details of this game before I even lay a fucking penny in this investment. Because I'm not going to give $60 for a game that's not even fucking complete again. I'm done with that. Stop half-assing your games. What about... Now going back to Nintendo one last time, and I promise I will look at the comments when I'm done with this. So the Animal Crossing Horizon DLC is quote-unquote included in the subscription service. Let's be real, it's the main way to get it. So who's to say they're not gonna fucking half-ass fucking Mario Party Superstars, and those who have the premium subscription get the extra fucking content with this game? Who's to say they're not gonna do it with that game? Who's to say they're not gonna do it in any other game that going this point onward? You know how many people, if they notice that, oh shit, I could have gotten all this DLC in this one subscription service just for right now, instead of paying all of it individually and spending way more money. Well, shit, I guess the $50 a year is really that much better of a deal. No, it's not. Nintendo, in reality, is making everything so blatantly over fucking priced just to make it seem like the other thing is a good deal, but in reality, they want you to buy the fucking subscription service from the beginning. It's business 101. I have tried to do door-to-door selling before with lawn care services, and I know the easiest fucking trick in the book to swindle idiots to thinking that they're getting a better deal than they really are. You blow the fucking price out of the water. You say this, and this are usually X, Y, and Z prices. Make it seem like it's really, really expensive. But then when you bundle them all together into one convenient package, and then you say this price, which seems like it's way fucking better of a deal, but in reality, that's what you were trying to sell to begin with. The other stuff was just the bait. The stuff that made the deal look way better, more enticing to buy. And in reality, that's the thing you're trying to sell, and it works almost every time to those who don't know any better. It's easy to swindle people. It really is. Nintendo, I see right fucking through your shit. I know what you're trying to do. Cause nobody would fucking buy this stupid subscription service for $30 more just for Nintendo 64 games and Sega games. So of course you're gonna add a bunch of other DLC in it, especially most likely, Animal Crossing and most likely anything else. Hell, it wouldn't even fucking surprise me if the Legends Arceus DLC that was rumored is also included in this fucking subscription service, just to make it seem like you're getting all this shit for free, when in reality you're not. You're just being swindled in the end. Nintendo and Pokemon, this is the last fucking straw. I'm really, I'm almost half regretting fucking buying a Switch now. Like, I don't like fucking supporting game companies that do nothing but fuck their audience over. This subscription service is just the most blatant fucking ripoff ever. And of course, a lot of fucking people who are writing these damn news articles are gonna praise it like it's a really fucking good deal. And no, it's not. You're making either you're on Nintendo's side and you're just trying to fuck people over anyway, knowing what the result is, or you're really just that fucking stupid and don't know any better. Either way, it's still a bad influence. But this shit's fucking. Everybody like they're fucking stupid. I mean, there are a lot of dumb idiots out there. Don't get me wrong, but seriously, not everybody is one. Is your channel Latin? It would It would be Lati Night, is my how you pronounce the channel. Well, maybe not for long, because like I said, if the Pokemon Company is seriously gonna half-ass a fucking Diamond and Pearl remix again and make them shit, and include fucking DLC and Legends Arceus when I fucking blatantly said not to, I'm fucking done with this company. These next two games are like the final straw. I'm not supporting Pokemon anymore if this is how they're gonna fucking constantly treat their customers. I may love Dragonite and Latias and Charizard somewhat to pieces, but I can't support a franchise that does nothing but try to fuck me over on a regular basis. Yeah, supposedly when Waluigi fan played Pokemon Unite the other day, he counted so far 12 people that have bought the Ninetales skin, and that's not including his friend. So that's 13 people we've seen with the Ninetales skin so far. Just do 13 times 40. Fucking ridiculous. But knowing that you can literally charge that much for a fucking digital good that's completely fucking worthless outside of the game you're buying it in, no wonder why Nintendo's trying to pull this shit. It's like they know... You know, I would guarantee at least 10 million people are probably going to fucking buy this expansion thing, this expansion service, thinking that it's a much better deal. Let me finally read the comments from the beginning, because this is going to be a quick live stream, by the way, because I have more important things to do. Alright, let's start from the beginning. Hello, I'm still uploading some Let's Play for 48. I gotta catch back up on that. But I definitely want to, supporting other people. What happened now with Azurius? Hello, John. Nintendo just uses as a personal ATMs. That's what a lot of game companies are. I mean, I think EA is probably the worst with their fucking sports titles, if I'm being honest. But Nintendo and Pokemon are getting up there. Especially, I mean, Pokemon, am I the only one that compares Pokemon to EA and Activision? Because, I mean, a lot of people think that Pokemon can't do anything wrong because, oh, they're so innocent, it's Pokemon, oh, look at all these adorable creatures. Yeah, these adorable creatures want to fucking reach into your pocket and fucking steal your wallet. Yeah, you know Meowth's move Payday? Yeah, that's pretty much you investing into their fucking games constantly and getting ripped off. Follow 6 Holes of Hell Elimination possibly soon. Nice. 6 Holes of Hell Elimination tourney. I need to do something like that. It's been a while since I've done anything like that. It's like I said, I have to work more often, so videos and live streams are going to be limited. But yeah, I wouldn't mind doing like a tournament or just 6 Holes of Hell or something. I need to do the request live stream very soon as well. Yeah, they couldn't. As if they couldn't fix their online already. Yeah, that's another thing to point out too, Lorenzo. Yeah, you're right. The online's not even fucking fully fixed. Like, there's still so many things fucking wrong with it. Its stability is still dog shit sometimes, depending on where you live. There's still so many features just missing. It's definitely not the best online service in the world, and yet they want people to fucking pay literally 150% more than they're already paying a year for this shit. And it's not even, it's like it's $50 a year. Like, what else? Like, so you get the so far you're getting so you're getting you're getting the Nintendo 64 games, you're getting the Sega Genesis games, and then you're getting whatever DLC is going to be thrown in there, because the Animal Crossing DLC is not going to be the only DLC they throw in there. I can guarantee that. Like I said, if Pokemon Diamond and Pearl or Legends Arceus has DLC, I'm going to place my bets that it's going to be in this expansion. And obviously, what do you all right, so let's say if there's someone who is a really big Pokemon fan and an Animal Crossing fan, what are they going to do? Pay each thing separately, which could be $60, or they are like 60 or even more? Or do you think they're just going to go with the Nintendo Online subscription that's $50 a year? What do you think they're going to do? But that's the thing. You blow the prices out of, like I mentioned it before just a little bit ago, but I'll say it one more time. You blow the prices out of the water, make the two individual DLCs or whatever individual DLCs seem like a shitload of money to invest right away, or you could just get it all for one price every year. It's ridiculous. That's just, like I said, it's one of the oldest. It's the oldest marketing tricks in the book. It's you know those stupid fucking Progressive commercials, like, oh, you can bundle when you put home and auto together. Oh, you can save so much money. It's that same shit. Literally, it's the same fucking shit. You're bundling shit together for one price. Oh, it seems like such a great deal, but in reality, that's what they wanted to sell you from the very beginning. They make the individual prices so fucking expensive, so when you quote unquote bundle them, oh, it just makes it seem way cheaper. No, it's really not. That's exactly what the main price was to begin with. Easy peasy. I mean, it's it's like Nintendo's taking a page out of EA. Yeah. I mean, like, well, Nintendo already has fucking gacha and shit with Mario Kart Tour and loot boxes and shit. Pokemon did the same thing with fucking Masters. Could you please explain more of the last few paragraphs of your... Oh, my fan fiction? Probably not right now. I'd have to... It's honestly, it's been like 6 years since I've read it. So I'd have to like go back into it and like reread it real quick, and I honestly don't have the time for that, unfortunately. I don't want this to be a live stream any longer than 25 minutes. Max Layer, thank you for clarifying that. I'll pay $20 for the online, but thanks for helping me save $30 a year. Like, $50 a year for that is absolutely ridiculous. The Nintendo Switch Online on its own wasn't even worth 20, to be honest. The only reason why I even could pay the 20 a year is so I could play like Mario Golf Super Rush with friends, or if I somehow get Mario Party Superstars, because I think DJ Mo 12 just fucking got the game too. Yeah, I think he pre-ordered it, so I don't know. I think I might actually fucking get it. I really, really don't want to, but if I can have fun for like a month with friends online, then maybe it'll be somewhat worth it to me. Legendaries were the selling point. In terms of the DLC, yeah. Well, the legendaries were the ability to like get EVs faster or whatever. Not EV as in the Pokemon, but EV, the letter E, letter V faster. The hidden abilities were locked behind it, and when shit, like, there was a lot of shit, a lot of content locked behind that. If you wanted to play competitively, you had to get the DLC. There was no way around it. But that's the thing, like, they're seriously gonna fucking take Pokemon out again and resell it again as DLC? Like, they're seriously gonna pull this shit fucking twice. When are these Pokemon fans gonna wake the fuck up? They're literally doing, well, once again, it's a rumor, but if, this would be the second fucking time they pull this shit, if they were to do this. How, like, your people are gonna still defend this? You're seriously going to take shit out again that should have been in the base game since launch, and you're going to charge extra for it. It's not like they're brand fucking new Pokemon, unless they're Hisuian forms, maybe. But I just don't understand how that's acceptable. You're being resold the same thing. It's like if somebody robbed me of my fucking cards on my wall and then tried to resell them to me. You know what I mean? It's literally that. I mean, would that be fine? What if somebody, like, stole your favorite game and then knocked on your door and then tried to sell it to you? Would you be okay with that? No? Well, then, why are you okay with it with the DLC for Sword and Shield, then? It's literally the same fucking thing. They took your favorite Pokemon out of the game and just tried to resell it to you for a $30 premium. Or, I'm sorry, $17 a year because you paid for home. Whatever. It's still some sort of price. You still haven't made that video explaining what allows your favorite Pokemon. Next CC video, I'll do that. I do have other plans today. So what is face palming in his grave? Yeah. God bless that man. It's just a shame that this company's fucking going to shit, though. Quickly, my video games Legion 2, Hutchins Go 4, Spyro to the Dragonfly. Wait, what? Wait, why are you doing a Let's Play on Enter the Dragonfly? Are you high? There's something... I'm not saying there's something wrong with you, but I really, really, like... I'm worried about that, because I lost my sanity trying to play that game. Twice. Why did I do it twice? I'm an idiot. I think... Oh, you know what? The first time I did it 100%. I think the second time I just did a fuck around Let's Play just to see if glitches would happen. But I didn't actually really beat the game. It was just more screwing around. Yeah, that was the quote-unquote lost Let's Play. And no, I'm not doing it with the Elgato this time. This game's quality is not worth the fucking Elgato. Legends Arceus DLC could be $50 for all they care. It could be anything. Honestly, even if it was $10, it's still fucking too much. Like, but it would explain why there was it would be, if there is DLC coming out later on in that year, that explains 100% why it's coming out in January. So I guess it gives Game Freak a little bit more time. Just bum rush the fucking game right away and focus on the nice, juicy, really tasty fucking DLC later on down the road. That's once again more appealing. Because it's one of those things too. This is another psychological manipulation type of tactic. There's some people I know that got Pokemon Shield or Sword or Shield, it doesn't matter, and they feel like there wasn't anything to do. Like they didn't feel like they got enough for their purchase. But then when the DLC came out, they're like, "Well, fuck, I already have the game. What's another $30?" I know 5 people that have had that mentality, and it really does work. They already have the game, and they want to make sure that the game they purchase has some more value, so they will throw in that extra $30 just to make it seem like the game is worth it. Because they don't want that first purchase to be fucking worthless. It's like, do I want to have $60? Or do I want to pay $60 for a game I'll probably never touch again? Or maybe I'll just throw in another $30 for all this brand new, like, extra fucking content to the game. It's psychological manipulation at its finest. That's what it really is. Almost 25 minutes already. I knew I couldn't make this short. It's like an alternate reality. Is your chat... Oh, no, I already read that. Seems like the chat's divided on stuff. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. I mean, so if some people really find this to be a good deal, just let me know why. Like, honestly, that, like, if you think I'm incorrect, remember that the whole point of constructive criticism is not just to listen to me bitch. It's also to communicate with me. If you have an opposing opinion, by all means, write it in the comments. I will read it and I will discuss with you. Because I don't mind. I don't mind talking with other people who have opposing opinions. That's the whole point of the show. I still think this is just a marketing ploy. So, I didn't even see the news. If the games were $25 to $30, then it would be okay. Yeah, but they're not. They're full-fledged $60 titles. The only time it's like that low is if it's not a first-party Nintendo title. My interest for Pokemon is slowly dying. It's sadly growing up with the franchise. That's how I feel too, Redlo. That's how I feel too. Like I mean, like I said, remember my Pokemon Yellow version, whatever. That was the first Pokemon game I've ever played, and that save file is like 23 years old or some shit. And that's like the very first Pokemon experience I've ever had, and I loved it. Obviously, I probably couldn't go back to the very first games, Red, Blue, or Yellow, because let's face it, they're broken as fuck. When you're a kid, you don't know any better, and it was fun as is when I was younger. I think, obviously, if I were to go back to a Gen 1 game, I would probably pick Fire Red and Leaf Green. Those games are really good, and they still hold up. No new fur fighters. Oh, yeah, I gotta work on that, too. If anything, I might do live streams on that. I might make it a live stream format from now on. I want to do more live streams, probably because I don't want to edit, and I just think it's easier, and I can interact with the chat. I think it's better with that. I do like doing live streams a lot more because the whole interactivity with the chat actually just makes the experience a lot more fun. So, Pokemon is free for me, then I only play Pokemon Go. Well, Pokemon Go is only free if you don't plan to progress. So Curly just wants to steal my money then. Well, not I guess not every Pokemon. One doubtful more till they head into the reverse of Brad Sam. Imagine if they raise Pokemon Home service. I mean, they could. They very well could. I mean, they technically already did because Pokemon Bank was $5 a year, and then they raised the price to fucking $17 a year for like literally the same goddamn thing. It's like, oh, there's a model viewer now where you get to see. I think there's a model viewer or like a sprite viewer or something. You have the ability to trade, like the global trade systems, just on the phone. That is worth the money. I mean, you could do it in just the other games, but now it's conveniently on one device. But still, that doesn't. Considering that the GTS was free in all other games before that, I don't see why putting it on the app makes it viable for the price hike. It's literally the same fucking thing for more money. But yeah, they very easily could do the same thing again if they really wanted to. I already bitched about Pokemon Home. It was a blatant scam from the beginning. But here's the thing. A lot of people did bitch about it, but then they just shut up and fucking bought it anyway. What's the whole point? What's the whole point of arguing and standing your ground if you're just going to cave in after a week or two and just do it anyway? That is what the game companies want you to do. Like, sometimes you're not going to get the results you want within a week or two. You have to, either that or you're just jumping on the gravy train and don't really give a shit. But if you really want to see some change, you have to be persistent about it. You can't just expect change within like a week or two, and then if you don't get it, well, fuck it, didn't work. I'll just buy it anyway. It's like, well, then why did you even bother to try? You should have just sucked it up and been like the pathetic fanboy you are and bought it on day one. By which of your views on your book you have a lot of? I have a lot of views on my fan fiction. Really? I mean, it's been years since I've checked. Has it? Hold on. Sorry, I'm actually legitimately curious about that. Young just uploaded a video. Nintendo announces baffling prices for the expansion, and people aren't happy. Yeah, including myself. I'm pissed. It is baffling, though. What was my prediction? $10 more a year? I said $10 more a year. No, $30 more a year. I thought it was ludicrous with $10 more a year, to be honest. I thought paying $30 a year for this shit was overpriced. 50? That's over double. 2.5 times to be exact. I legit can't find the playlist with that story. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll just turn the volume down. Oh, it has like 500 views, I guess. That's not too bad. I mean, to be honest, I think some of my criticism videos and my my Mugen videos have gotten higher than that, but It's still pretty good though. I mean, appreciate anyone who's actually taken the time to read it or look at it or anything. So, Pokemon fans are unfortunately blinded by the nostalgia. That's a. I would have to probably agree with the blinded by the nostalgia. That's the whole mentality of Pokemon can never do wrong, which is not true. Pokemon can do wrong, and they have been doing wrong multiple fucking times. That's the whole. Remember that whole Pokemon is not as innocent as you think video, where people literally give fucking excuses why whatever they do is fine. If EA puts a $40 fucking skin in Apex Legends, people will fucking bitch about it. They will really fucking go hard on that. And so therefore, I don't think I've ever seen a skin higher than what, 20, I think. I don't play Apex, but I know for a fact that their community would fucking be livid if EA just threw in a fucking $40 skin. But supposedly when Pokemon Unite does it, oh, it's perfectly fine. They need the money. I want to support the developers. They gotta make money somehow. Oh, that's like, oh, yeah. It's like I was just gonna, I was pretty much gonna play this game more so than another Nintendo Switch game anyway. So hey, $40 is technically better than 60. Or my favorite, well, maybe if you weren't so poor, you could enjoy the game. That one still makes me laugh. I wasn't really pissed off about that motherfucker poor shaming me, by the way. I was more thinking of how pathetic he is that he tried to use that as an excuse to why he thinks spending a shitload of money on a fucking free to play game. Oh, no, sorry, no, free to start game is a good idea. But in reality, he was just trying to make me feel like shit because in reality, he doesn't want to hear any negative shit about it. Well, of course, it's embarrassing to admit you spent hundreds of dollars on a fucking mobile game. But in reality, he just buys the next biggest thing just to show it off. Okay, you showed it off for like a week until the next biggest thing. Okay, so there goes your $40, I suppose. Can I still talk about Pokemon here, even if you give up on it? Oh yeah. Yeah, of course. I don't know. I so very badly want to. I don't know. Would people just randomly unsubscribe if I just changed my name back to Mr. Jum? I mean, I still am Mr. Jum. That is still my name, but like, I still like the name Team Latinite because the whole thing was supposed to be like just me and my favorite Pokemon owning a YouTube channel. I mean, that was the whole thing of it back then. Which is the reason why I had the Lotties and Dragonite and Charizard on the thumbnails anyway. Can't fit man's legacy to be straight by Nintendo Game Freak scummy business practices. Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack is a joke. No, it's not a joke. It's a scam. Okay, one more big yellow buddy ranting. Yeah, don't get used to it. I won't be ranting for much longer. It's already 33 minutes. I'm just reading more comments, and then I'm going to be ending the live stream because I have much better things to do. There's 11 people here. Well, 11 people here. You better not leave the channel yet because there is going to be another live stream coming up immediately after this one, so stay tuned. Oh, please, apologists. It's not even apologists. It's just people defending it because the thing of it. Here's the thing, like, and I can't. I'm just gonna try my best to look at this from a different person's perspective, because maybe I'm being too biased. Let's just say, obviously, I grew up with the franchise a lot. I grew up with the franchise, and it fucking absolutely sucks to see the franchise go in a direction it can go. It sucks to see the franchise go in the direction it's heading, but a lot of people don't want to face the reality that the franchise is going to shit or that they are doing things incorrectly. It's one of those things where you don't want your favorite franchise to be known for such terrible things, so therefore you try to convince other people to make it seem like it's not that bad, because you don't want what you grew up with to be completely tarnished, which I kind of understand that. Yeah, it absolutely sucks knowing that something you grew up with for the past 2 decades is completely different than it once was when you first known it. So you want to keep that freshness and that innocence with you this entire time, and you don't want to let it go. But the reality is, sometimes you just have to face the facts. You can still have a good time, but you have to know the flaws and the negativity when you see it. You can't just push it away. If you ignore something, it just doesn't disappear. The first step to solving a problem is to acknowledge the problem's existence and to learn upon it and to move forward. So, as much as it sucks to see what you love come crumbling down sometimes, you just gotta help rebuild it and move forward. That's really what it comes down to. Thanks for the 6 likes, by the way. I try not to be as biased as I can. I may sound like a complete hater, but I get it. The reason why I'm so here's I've mentioned this before. I don't know if for any 10 people, 11 people, it's fluctuating. Who's still here? I just want to be abundantly clear. Just because I complain a lot about the Pokemon Company, or hell, even Nintendo at this point, it doesn't mean I'm a hater. It means that I care about the community and the fans who grew up with it, and I want them to. I think they deserve better. Just to start off with, they deserve better. They deserve the best. It's one of those things where if corporate keeps taking advantage of them and they're just that oblivious to see, I would feel like a fucking jerk if I didn't say anything and just let it happen. It's just like what that fucking Seinfeld episode, the finale where they just sat there and just watched somebody get fucking robbed, and then in the end they're the ones who got arrested and thrown in jail because they just didn't do anything and they didn't report the police or anything. But that pretty much taught a lesson where those who sit there and do nothing and just watch bad shit happen are no better than those committing the crimes themselves. If you just sit there and watch it happen and not do anything, knowing that it's a bad thing, you feel like shit. You feel like you could have done something. And yes, you could have. Speak up. Help other people. That's like a little bit of assistance goes a long way. It sucks just sitting I can't just sit here and just watch it because there's so many people that may not know any better, and maybe they are falling into traps and shit or spending a shitload of money that they shouldn't have. I talked to, well, I don't know if he's still in the chat or whatever, but there was a certain person that I had a conversation with about Mario Kart Tour, and he really wanted to get this one skin in it. And he said he had enough gems, or rubies, whatever the fuck, for 30 pulls. And I said to him, promise me you will not feel depressed if you don't get a skin you want. Because in reality, you most likely won't get it. Don't fall for this trap again. And it's one of those things where I pretty much had an hour conversation with him trying to figure out what he was like, what this game was literally doing with him and he was completely oblivious to it. And it just sucks. Like he didn't realize the weird dopamine effect or whatever that you get when you finally get what that you want, but it doesn't last forever. And these game companies fucking know that. They take advantage of you. It's just, that's the reason why I'm so bitchy about it. I know personally, I know friends, I know other people that have fallen for stupid shit like this before. And either two things happen. They just keep going and they keep falling into this trap over and over again, blissfully unaware about what they're actually doing. Or the other happens where they finally do wake up and they're in a situation that they acknowledge the problem, but they're so addicted that they can't get out. I had addictive tendencies before. I was a gamble addict. I have spent on the lottery, and I hate to admit it, but this is just to point out a fact. Because of my gambling addiction, I've spent over $10,000 in my lifetime on the lottery due to addiction. I know how it feels, and it sucks. It is not a good feeling. Sometimes the feeling of winning is more important than anything that you own. It's more important than any of your possessions or money. And it's just that specific feeling you get. You want to win, just so you could feel like you matter, just so you feel like you're important, just so you feel like there's some worth in your life, even if it's not the money itself. It's just that thing you're going for. Once you get that thing you're going for, no matter what it takes, that's what defines your pretty much your entire life. And it's that endless loop where you get what you want eventually, sometimes maybe, but when you do, the feeling doesn't last forever and the cycle continues. And who knows how much money and how much energy and whatever else you spend. And it's just an endless cycle of depression that's really difficult to get out of. Game companies don't give a fuck. Why do you think EA fucking preys on gamble addicts all the time with their sports games? They go to hell and back defending loot boxes as if it's mandatory and so safe, and in reality, it's not. So, it's one of those things where it's I can't just sit back and just watch. I hate to be I hate to be that person that always that complains about everything Nintendo does or whatever. And I've complimented some really really great things Nintendo and the Pokemon Company does. I've mentioned before that new Pokemon Snap is probably one of the best games on the entire console, and the DLC that was free on top of that, even better. I thought the game was worth $60 from the beginning, but you get a bonus on top of that for free. That's the way you do it. Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, mentioned that 1,000 times about Mario Odyssey. I'm probably going to stream that tomorrow. And I want to play that again. I think it's probably one of the best Mario games on the system, if I'm being honest. Just the way it plays, the way it looks, the presentation, attention to detail, gameplay, the replayability. Fun. I love it. But obviously I'm not 100% negative. But, I mean, I am positive. Like, even going back once again to Pokemon Unite, I can't stress it enough. I think the gameplay is good. It is a good mechanically speaking, it is a good game. I love the mechanics in the game. It's just the monetization can go fuck itself, because a great concept is just destroyed by greedy tendencies. So it's, of course they're not gonna. Of course, Tencent and Pokemon Company knew they couldn't just make a half-assed game and try to make a quick buck off of it. You have to have a game that has good gameplay at the very least if you want people to get hooked on it. And of course, because the gameplay is so good, that's why a lot of people are defending it, no matter what it does. So, I mean, there were some. Actually, there's one thing that Waluigi fan mentioned to me, and I forgot to mention in my last live stream. There was a moment where they locked a weekly mission behind Garchomp. You had to get an X number of wins with Garchomp specifically, and those who didn't have the coins to buy Garchomp for that week were shit out of fucking luck and had to spend the money to get them in order to do the mission. And conveniently enough, the best rewards for the week for the weekly missions was locked behind that specific mission. Because of course it was. Telling me that. So, was that an accident too? Did they accidentally program that again? How many times are we going to use this accident excuse? So far, that's counted, 8 accidents? Starting to not look like an accident anymore, if you ask me. Stargazer says, I agree with the title. I'll just say that it got way worse at Nintendo. They want to pass away. Yeah. And hi, Stargazer. I was trying to contact you several times and you ignored my calls. What's the deal, dude? What the fuck? You done with me already? I gotta stop picking on you, because soon enough, YouTube's just gonna recognize it as freaking harassment and bullying. I'm gonna get a community guideline strike for it. It's joking, I swear. We bust each other's balls all the time. That's how our friendship works, YouTube. Don't worry. If I had a first side of Pokemon in it, would be Blaziken, Curl, and the Lotties. That's a cool choice. When you were talking about Mario Party Superstars getting DLC, potentially being exclusive to the Switch Premium membership, I really got worried of how likely that might be. That's the thing, Waluigi. I don't know. That's just a guess. I have no idea, but it would make a lot. It would make a lot of sense to me. Like I said, if you have a bunch of DLC, like paid DLCs that are scattered around a bunch of games, what's more enticing? Buying every single one of them individually for a bigger price, or just getting them all with the exclusive membership for just $30 more? That's literally the same bullshit bundling crap that the insurance companies use. You've heard it 1,000 times from Geico and Progressive. That's literally the same thing. It's like, oh, you can bundle all these DLCs together for one price. Isn't that amazing? It's a great deal. In reality, no, we did that on purpose just so you'd be suckered in to spend the extra 30. Time for a new competitor Pokemon. Temtem was good but failed. I never heard of Temtem. I should just look him up for the hell of it though. Criticism equals hate. Tomboy player, you are not wrong about that. You know how many people in the commentary community, when they talk about another creator of criticizing them for possible actions that they have done that may have been wrong? You know how many people who are getting criticized will treat that as harassment, bullying, or hate speech or whatever, and try to fucking false flag another person for that? It happens. Like, criticism does not mean hate. Criticism means pointing out the flaws and trying to learn from it. You're criticizing something, you're reviewing something, you're giving like information on something to point out possible flaws that have occurred, and then learn from it and try not to do them again, or learn how to freaking prevent it next time. That's how criticism works. It's not hating. Hate speech would be like, fuck you, Mario, I don't like your mustache. That's hate. Even though, no, I like his mustache. I was just giving an example. But say, Wario, you're too fat. Lose some pounds. Lose some pounds, fat ass. We give criticism because we care. If you see something, say something. Exactly. Vampire, Waluigi, Mario Kart Tour. Yup, still here. Well, if you alright, but yeah, that's who I was referring to. I didn't mention your name, but if you want to reveal yourself, that's fine. I want specific Pokemon. That's why I've been harsh on this lately, though. Basically, and it'll continue. It's one of those things too. I don't know. It's one of those things too. Like, it really depends. I don't know. I don't know if I could get Legends Arceus when the day it comes out, because I'm still it's still hard for me to get a game that I think is not even finished or whatever. Like I said, that's rumors. Take it with a grain of salt. It's not confirmed yet, but it's one of those things that if it is true, it explains a lot about the release date. Because I was saying since day one, like, this is the worst time to release the game. Why the fuck would you release the game right now? The game is possibly doomed to fail financially because it's literally in the worst release window you could possibly have, right after the Christmas season when people are trying to save up money. But in reality, if this is done on purpose just to get something out as quick as possible, just to finish up the rest of the game by the end of the year with the DLC, it would explain a lot, well, wouldn't it? Because why else would you release a game in January? I don't remember the last time a game was released in January. Actually, it might have been Anthem was February, even though that game failed regardless, but still. Oh damn! All the consoles that are on Nintendo handle consoles. I'm no Nintendo fan. Well, that's the thing. I mean, you can be a fan with something and be critical on it, though. I was lucky that my last license I bought was Garchomp, but it's still BS. Yeah, that's the thing. It's I don't understand how that's even how people, like, at least, but here's the thing, there was a lot of people that did not defend the Garchomp thing. Like, they didn't defend the Garchomp thing. They acknowledged it and they complained about it for like 48 hours, but then they shut up. Once again, why your complaints mean nothing if you don't actually put more action into those words. You know what would happen? I mean, you know what you need to do in order to back up those words? Stop playing the fucking game. With me with Pokemon Go, I I tried to get back in it multiple times, but then I'm like, the amount of negativity was so overwhelming that I said fuck it, and I stood my ground and said I'm done being addicted to this game. I know it's really good exercise wise, but you know what, the infuriating fucking item system and the raids and all this paid shit or whatever is starting to infuriate me. I'm done. And it sucks to leave my Go group behind on Discord because every single one of them are amazing people and they make this neighborhood a really fun place to hang out in. But I can't play a game I don't feel comfortable playing with. That's the thing. I have a lot of complaints with Pokemon Go, but my criticisms mean nothing to that game if I continue to play it and just deal with it anyway. That's like punching your fist into a fucking brick wall and saying, "Ow, that hurts." Fuck, and you're still punching your hand into the wall. It's like why are you going to repeatedly go through that pain and acknowledge the pain without actually taking more actions besides just dealing with it when you know you have control over it? Just stop. I've been working all week. Yeah, I know you have. I just like busting your balls, Star. Nintendo Game Freak keep doing. Remember, well, with Game Freak, remember, I don't really consider Game Freak to be at fault. Remember, when it comes to this shit, it's Nintendo and the Pokemon Company. Game Freak are the ones who make the game, but remember, the DLC was the Pokemon Company's decision, not Game Freak's. The Game Freak didn't decide to fucking paywall half the freaking Pokedex. Yes, they were the ones who had to code it in there, but they had no control over it. They're under contract by the Pokemon Company, so if the higher-ups tell them what to do, that by contract, they have to do it. So it isn't like while Game Freak technically is the ones coding the game, they may not have the ability to code it the way they want necessarily, so you have to keep that in mind. I don't blame, I know a lot of people say hashtag Game Freak lied back when the freaking Dex cut happened. While that may be true, they did lie, but you have to factor in maybe it was the Pokemon Company telling them to say such lies, which is true. Mentioned the interview before where they looked over to the guy in the suit and said no comment about the Dex multiple times. That's a real thing. And so it's like I don't know how I don't know how big of a strong arm the Pokemon Company has over Game Freak, but they're usually brainless 5-year-olds. I mean, I suppose. So what a lot of fans are, to be honest. What would you say that would actually make Pokemon fans think about? Oh, you mean like what would actually push them over the line? I don't know if the Pokemon Company would do it. They would have to be super ballsy to try this, but maybe they could make Generation 9 free to play, but then monetize it up the ass, seeing how they got away with so much shit in Pokemon Unite. I mean, as much as I don't want that to happen because I think that's fucking scummy, I am actually curious to see if people would actually defend that shit or if that would be the final straw. Or would people just give the same old excuse? It's like, well, it's free to play. I guess it goes out to a wider audience who can't normally afford it. God damn it. I would super curious, though. I don't want Generation 9 to be fucking free to play or whatever. It would suck, but I mean, hell, they freaking locked Pokeballs and shit behind Pokemon Go and whatever, and they've done all this other shit so far. It wouldn't surprise me if they made their next Pokemon game Switch/mobile title and just made it free to play. I hate to say this, but knowing how much money they probably made on Pokemon Unite in the first month, I'm estimating 50 million on the first month. Probably even more, but I'm saying at least 50 million. There's no way they haven't. But it'd be safe to say it in all reality. It would be a good business decision. if you're speaking for the higher ups, that is. If you're talking about consumer friendliness, no, it's probably the worst fucking decision you could possibly imagine. But if you're talking about profits over people, then yeah, obviously it would be the way to go. It's like if you can scam a bunch of fucking people on Pokemon Unite, especially once again $40 skin that all at least fucking 15 people we know bought. Yeah, imagine all those trainer outfits that were in Sword and Shield. Imagine if they could sprinkle those behind little paywalls. Well, no, it's only 99 cents each. Just get what you want. 99 cents. That's not that much, right? It's only 99 cents. I mean, the game was free when you bought it, so it's only 99 cents. Oh, you want that? You want access to this wild area over here? Oh, it's only 99 cents. It's a great deal. It's only you can have unlimited access for just 99 cents. Imagine if 10 million people did that. Think about it like that. Think about if 10 million people just spent that 99 cents on that little extra or something for the wild area, you know what I mean? There's a lot of fucking money. So it's fucking scary how much potential that has. I don't want that. I don't want the Pokemon franchise to go in that direction. That shit scares the hell out of me. But holy crap. Like, maybe in the next decade or so, we very well could see it. So, I'm about ready to end the stream. It's almost an hour now, and I still have one more stream to go, and my voice is already starting to go. So, say your final comments in the comments section now. I have more important things to do than bitch about Pokemon and Nintendo. I got another stream to do. What that stream is, well, you'll probably figure it out. If you know me, you know what the stream's gonna be. Ugh, did the mic pick that up? Shit. I was trying not to do that. They will defend it, trust me. Yeah, they would. They fucking would. They defend every fucking thing in fucking Pokemon Unite. It's like, oh, it's like you can earn so many coins to get the Pokemon you want eventually. It's fine. You can. No, it's like, oh, the battle pass is only $8. You get all this shit. It's like, oh, loot boxes, but you don't even have to spend money on those. I mean, you can if you want, but it's just, you don't have to. So it's like, it's a $40 skin, but it's like, I really love Alola Ninetales. It's my favorite Pokemon in the whole wide world. I have to get that skin. Most likely, yes. And by the way, Mario Boy is telling her trailers trying to hype Vampire Waluigi even more. See, the fucking yeah, those trailers will get you. Advertising shit right in your face. It's like dangling a carrot in front of a horse. Like, you know that silly old picture of like someone literally riding on a horse with a fishing rod and the carrot's dangling in front of the horse, and obviously they'll never ever get the carrot. Yeah, well, technically he got called out, Waluigi, but I don't use other people's names because I don't want to get I don't want to get I don't want to get hit with, oh, you doxed this person, you said their name even though it's a Discord name, but you technically doxed them. I don't want to get hit with that, so I don't use, unless it's like Stargazer or something, which is pretty much one of my best friends and I can bust his balls. I try not to use anybody's names on these streams because I don't want to. I don't mind using I don't mind using them as an example, like they're what they said to me or whatever. But I don't want to give people's names because I like to keep people's I like to keep people's information private. Because obviously, even if I use what they say, it's still not doxing or anything because I'm still not revealing who said it. So, but it's still something that was said that should be discussed. So it's one of those things where I personally won't ever use somebody's name unless they give me the permission to do so and I know about it. Then I will do it. But other than that, if I have an example that I would like to use, and I technically don't have the permission, I will never ever use their name. Well, I mean, don't worry about it. All right, well, that's about the hour mark. That is about it for this. Yeah, Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are just getting greedier. Nintendo, it's proven they want people to spend freaking literally 150% more for the subscription service for pretty much things that should have been in the subscription service from day one. And Pokemon Legends Arceus, even though this is a rumor, they could possibly have DLC, which even the thought of DLC in a game that still has 3 months before release literally makes me sick to my stomach. We shouldn't be discussing paid DLC for a game that has a quarter of a year before release. It's not right. Even if it is a rumor, it shouldn't even be in a fucking discussion. Like, paid DLC before a game's release should not even be a thought. But yet here we are. I mean, hey, Sword and Shield did it. It wouldn't surprise me if Legends Arceus did it. And like I said, if there is paid DLC coming out in 2022, that explains everything why Legends Arceus was being released in January. So what other things are you going to do to piss me off there, guys, huh? You going to finally change Dragonite now? You're going to kill my last Pokemon off? You already ruined Charizard and the Lotties. Why not? I got one more Grave Plot in my backyard. I gotta fill it eventually. It's either me or him. Will we get that Hisuian Dragonite? We'll finally get that change or whatever? I guess we'll find that out next time. I got another stream to attend to, so stay tuned for that, because it's gonna be coming out in probably the next 10 minutes after I set everything up. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for the 6 likes. Thank you for all the support. Those who've already subscribed, I appreciate every single one of you. Your support means everything to me. And once again, thank you for also commenting here and discussing things with me. There'll be more, don't you worry. But for now, that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next live stream. Bye-bye. Which, if you think about it, the next live stream's technically going to be in like 10 minutes. Cool.